Hi, my name is Sam, and today I'm going to talk about the Trans 101 thing that was at my church a couple weeks ago. For some housekeeping, this is the first of several pre-recorded videos because I am going back home for winter break, and I don't know if I'll be able to record in peace because my parents don't know I do this. So first a precursor, it wasn't an official Trans 101. It wasn't people teaching non-trans people about this is what trans is and these are all the words, but it was very similar because at church we've been having a class about the Bible and homosexuality, which was about as fun for me as you could imagine, which is to say not fun at all, but we made an entire hour or so. So we did 2 weeks on transgender. I love how they treat it like it's a noun and it's an adjective. But so we did 2 weeks, and the first week was it was pretty much a Trans 101 with a little bit of faith stuff in there. Not a whole lot of the condemny sort of things. That was on week 2, but I'm not going to talk about that today. So a lot of terminology and stuff, and I corrected what absolutely needed to be corrected. So I didn't correct the whole they were using third gender instead of non-binary. And I was like, I don't know if this is the most important thing for me to correct, because if I had corrected everything, I would have been talking mostly instead of the guy who was actually talking. So things I did correct were he said that drag and trans were the same thing, and I was like, you just described gender bending, and that's what drag more is. Yes, there are a lot of trans people in the drag community, but drag and trans are not the same thing. So yeah, that's the sort of thing that I thought it was more important to correct. They are a bunch of old white people, so them using the term third gender is kind of problematic, but I was like, this is maybe not the best thing for me to try to correct in this situation, because if I talk the whole time, they might not listen to everything I say, and I do want them to actually listen to the things that are most core to what they need to know about trans people. And so my knowledge of third gender became apparent to at least one of my classmates, who came to me after class and was like, how can I connect with this? How can I understand it? How can I frame my understanding of this thing? It was really cool because I am a certified trans, but none of them know that for the most part. But and he said, and I quote, "You seem to have researched this a lot, and I kind of wanted to ask you." And I was like, this is fun. This is fun. I am a resource now, apparently. So he kind of asked me how can he understand non-binary genders, is what he was trying to ask. And I kind of told him, these are a thing. I kind of told him, there's a long history of having non-binary gender systems all around the world, just not in the West. And he was like, yeah, but how can I connect to that? Because these are his words. And he said, because when I was younger, there was this thing called asexual, and there were people who were they're not men, they're not women, they're just people, and they weren't straight and they weren't gay either. He didn't say gay, but they didn't have attractions to anyone, and they were just people. And I was like, that's really cool. That sounds like agender and asexual today, but that might be a good way for you to kind of try to connect to this new concept for you. So that was pretty cool. Learn some new things, because this guy, I think he was in his 50s or 60s. So when he was younger, asexual meant agender and asexual, which is pretty cool. Also, another cool thing is people are actually coming to me as a resource for information on this stuff, and they don't even really know. I mean, it's pretty obvious I know a lot about LGBT stuff, because I'm in this class, and I will correct you. Someone was saying shit why do they wait until they leave their parents before coming out? And that proves that a good family will keep you from becoming gay or whatever. And I was like, excuse me, but 40% of homeless teens are LGBT of some variety. 40%. That's a powerful number. I think that's your answer, friendo. But I think that's enough for now. I just thought that was pretty interesting and I ought to maybe share that.